Dear colleagues, today we will discuss some economical problem of the world and the nearest regional election is the Moscow State Duma, which will be non-announced yet in September. The first part, at first, I must to comment how the according European news, Chinese and Russian air forces had as if planned flight, plan it means regular, the west coast of the Alaska, in the Chukotka Beringovo Sea. So, according to the Air Defense NORAD, this is a flight was without the breaking of the borderline United States. Alaska, near Alaska, Aleut, ILS. The first part of my topic will be will be the dispute about the state debt in the world. Right now, we have information how the Chinese treasuries fell down, bonds fell down. The income of the fell down 2 and 1%. So, but in Russia at this time, the income of the treasuries are already increased more and overcoming the income of the banks deposits. So this is means I don't know about the exactly features, but I think this is story about 70%. So the all financial men in the world will surprisingly how the income of the treasury is one of the biggest economy of the world, who have a 10th place near Brazil, have income of the bonds, by bonds 70%. Bonds is bonds, and here, if you remember yesterday past, the stock range, stock stock market in United States of America have a small seat. But yesterday already he returned the previously achievement. So this is story shows how the not certainly the politicians. Idea here we have how the biggest investors removing money into the middle, since the big corporation to the middle market. Due to the middle market shows more incomes in comparison to the big corporation, and certainly we already have not the big so big information about growth stocks of the Apple, Nvidia, etc. And we are certainly we want to accept the growth of the stocks of the military sector, Martin Lockheed, Boeing, Grumman, etc. So the Russia today possible to increase interest rate. Interest rate. This is means how the have a problem for the stop the development situation for the achieve the point of how the Russian economic will be have a problem with the money circulation, with the investment, and for the sufficiency of the military military expenses. So the and if you remember the rather than administration Trump previously administration Trump Pence entered the sanctions against the Russian state debt. And those period, Mike Pompeo, State Secretary, sound the policy of the U.S. financial power against the Russian treasuries. All participation of the debt markets in the world, U.S. treasuries bound to buy and another participation with the Soviet and buy the Russian bonds. So the and then U.S. treasuries recommended to withdraw foreign money from the Russian state debts. Here, this is a very actually today very actually today due to the Russia want investment want need rather than investment in the internal for the internal market. So the all countries need foreign investment, foreign money for the development in the economy, including Japan, China, Europe, European Union, UK, and then Mexico. But the money are seeking the more income and the warm climate for the investment. And certainly here the very good situation. This background, the data of the second quarter of the second quarter of the economical development of the United States. According to U.S. media, the inflation rate is consisting to 9%. So the very lesser than the previous period. The important how this is data overcoming the psychological barrier 3% and have a trend to the less. And it's very interesting how the import the second quarter in comparison to the first, United States are increasing more than 6.9%. This is a very good reach due to how the United States avoid of the too money which have a push on the internal market and help to the inflation to develop to gross inflation rate in the United States. Certainly, this is very best for the trade balance, but the temporary actions with the struggle of fight against inflation and to achieve the target of each 2%. This is a story with the import in the second quarter very good for the policy of the U.S. Fed. So the Biden-Harris administration supports the efforts of the U.S. Treasuries, not U.S. Treasuries, support of the effort of the U.S. Fed for the fight against the inflation in the United States. So this is certainly the dependence of the interest rate. And despite that, meanwhile, despite the big interest rate, about 5.5%, the economical growth of the United States by the data, macroeconomic data, GDP, are very impressive, 2 and 8%. So this is very good, and I must to warm how the third quarter does understanding and are knowing about it, how the third quarter United States usually traditionally shows more economic growth due to the end of the, for example, agricultural season. So with the agricultural season, where the harvest of the which we collected in this quarter will be will be sale. The farmers, agricultural sector will be get money and for very good for the agricultural sector, industry, for the agricultural trucks, cargo, cars, agricultural techniques. This is very good for the industrial power of the United States of America, especially the very did how the Europe have a problem with the house of the heat, for example. And here Ukraine story very good, very good how the Ukraine will collect good house of the heat. So the agricultural sector of Ukraine have a big potential for investment due to the climate change allows to the big agricultural corporation to take part in the product of the agricultural products in the North America, Europe, Canada, certainly UK and Ukraine. This is very neat for the hungry in the lands being the Sahara. Jesus, and certainly the against the Russian financial system Janet Yellen, Australians had own actions. In particular, right now, have a problem with the change assets between the Russian and European and Americans owners of the money and another means. And certainly this is a real war between the financial system, West and Russia, due to sanctions against the stock exchanges, depositors, clearing centers, etc. And the next, before the next part of my topic, Ukraine want independent policy between the find of the peace. Also, the Kremlin put water in the hot stone, the hot stone due to the Donald Trump, one of the real candidate, have a position of with the six of the peace in the Ukraine. And certainly the here the very interesting how the peace may be the one of the question in one of the small sample only territory with change with a reparation or a reparation and change of the territory. And certainly with, here the debates will show the position Kamala Harris, who already will be advanced as the candidate from the depth in this story. Until then, I'm telling about the modernization the policy of United States, modernization of the Montreux Convention of 1936. The second part of my topic will be nearest non-announced yet election in the Moscow State Duma. This is the main, very main story in the body of the humor and the laugh. After the 5 years ago, after the tragedy and Comey's election in the Moscow State Duma, where the opposition took more, about 30% seats, happened the story with the election presentation in the Belarus. So the sample of the election Moscow State Duma, Moscow State Duma, was a sample for the opposition in the Belarus. And during half a year, Belarus enforcement, KGB, internal forces, etc., with the help basically of the Moscow, of the Russia enforcement, during half a year, they took throat of the Belarusian opposition. And yesterday we have information how the Rezan Lukashenko get freedom get free to get freedom, not get, did freedom, freedom of the 5 women prisoners, despite it were the 3rd of July. The Russian official media informed World Society only yesterday. And the last of the elections in the Moscow Duma was Clash, one of the opposition advocate lawsuit, Любовь Соболь, civilian woman, and the cook of the Vladimir Putin, Evgeny Prigozhin. So the start of the Evgeny Prigozhin has been begin since with the clash of the opposition lawsuit Любовь Соболь. She found how the Evgeny Prigozhin have a business under the name Concord. Concord structure. He created the business corporation, Business Corporation. With the school food for the school food, and so the in this field, Evgeny Prigozhin had a big business, and Любовь Sobol found the manipulation, machination, fraud, and simply stealing Prigozhin's film and attacked him. And certainly the court system and enforcement due to that Evgeny Prigozhin have more resources, including administrative resources, closed these cases and could to change situation how he had application to the court, Moscow City Court, against Любовь Sobol for the slander. The slander, this is one of the means to the blame opposition, I think. This is need in Russian criminal code change and change in the Russian administrative code for the follow and punishment opposition, not only prison, but the punishment in the money penalty. Here, this is not only humanization. This is a real political struggle and development of the democracy by the with the use of the law method. And certainly Evgeny Prigozhin fought against the opposition with the court and the Moscow City Court punishment of Sobol, Любовь Sobol, 1 million penalty, 1 million ruble. 1 million ruble, and totally and then after the Moscow story, Chinese enforcement, also the this is a story was after how the Chinese enforcement took Hong Kong and killed the local protest. This is experience. This is Eastern method, Eastern variant of the closed protested who demonstrated in the street, public demonstrated non-according in street in the squares, in the public places. This experience was used in the Moscow enforcement and then in Belarus. And certainly the not opposition. Unity Russia attractive Sobyanin with to do public statement, and then the public statement need to do Russian President Vladimir Putin. So the right now almost opposition leaders existed the Mitrokhin. Right now in abroad as Evgeny Sobol, for example, and in the prison Yashin. That's all. And the last, I must to do conclusion. Communist Party was a rule party in the Soviet Union. By the situation changed. Another political forces, Unity Russia, changed political landscape in the Russia, and Communist Party already in their position. Right now, and so the Communist Party already in Russia already changed position with the cooperation of the Ukraine Communist Party. As a political forces, Ukraine Communist Party have not the real base. And so the better for the communists in Russia have a position to take position against the Unity Russia for the achieve the political power. This is a strategical purpose. So thank you. See you later. Bye bye.